happy Saturday. I don't usually post on the weekend, but I thought it's been quite a fun week, so I'd give you a bonus video for today. So we are building an apartment which is in 19 Culpeper House, which you guys know is my favourite apartment to build in. I just really like the shape of this particular apartment, and we are building something a little bit different for today. So we are working on an apartment for two colourful gamer girls. So this apartment is for two young adults who are in the gamer career. They have like their own channel and they're very like, you know, social media based, and they love colour. So this is very like neon, pops of pastel, just everything. Unintentionally said pastel pop the other way around, but I just think it turned out super cute and I really hope you guys like it. And it was a really fun apartment to make. I was kind of on a roll. I did this the other day and I built like 3 or 4 apartments in a day, and it was just super fun. So I really hope you guys like it. And I know it's a bit weird for me to post on a Saturday, but I really wanted to because you guys have been really supportive and I'm really enjoying building at the moment. So here you go, you've got a bonus video. So currently we're still working on the floor plan. Like I said, there are only 2 girls living here, which is quite rare for me, so I was able to go a bit more like intricately on the details of the rooms, and I just really like how it turned out. I think the colour scheme is really pretty. I tried to make the walls different colours in each room because I just thought it looked very like funky, and I don't usually get to do stuff like that in my like usual builds. I know I could do any sort of style, but you know, when you're making a gamer apartment, then why not go all out? So we do have a very funky pattern system going on here, but I think it looks quite nice. But do let me know what you think, whether you like these apartments more or less, like a bit of a change but don't want it all the time. Let me know what you think. But it was a lot of fun to make, so do hope you enjoy it. So this is the kitchen. Of course we do have a kitchen with a little island, which of course there is only 2 of them, so it's not that big of a deal. It's quite small. Obviously if you really wanted to, you could put a dining table in here because there is enough space, but I just thought it was quite cute and cozy, and it gave me like very like New York apartment vibes. I don't know why, but it made me feel like that, so there we are. So we do have this kitchen space, and then the second room is like a living area, and I tried to make it as like funky as possible with the colours. I didn't want to go too overboard. This room is quite pastel coloured and I think it's really nice. I would definitely probably live in a space like this. I would definitely probably. That was very sure and then completely unsure. I'd like to think that I could then, shall we say. I'm not a very colourful gal in real life, but I do like colour, I just don't really use it that often. But it would be really fun to live in an apartment like this because it's just really funky, but I don't know whether I could do it long term, you know? So that's where we're at. But I think it turned out super cute, and the colours in here are just so pretty and I really like them. So I did include quite a lot of lights as well because I wanted it to feel very cosy, and it just felt very like pretty. That's the nicest word I can use. It felt very calm, pretty, and just relaxed, and with a lot of personality, I suppose is the correct term. There was a lot of personality in this apartment, and I really like that, so I hope you guys like that too. I did include a rug which is from the newest expansion pack, the Businesses and Hobbies expansion, with these like spotty yellow dots on the floor. I just think it's really cute. And I did include these chairs as well, which are from the login rewards, and I just really like them. They give me 90s vibes, and as much as I'm not a 90s baby, I was born 3 months into 2000, but I really like that kind of style. It just reminds me of when I was really young and like, you know, all the music back then. So I really like that kind of style. Maybe to other people it doesn't feel very 90s, but it definitely makes me feel like that, so there we are. I also included this rug, which is the same rug as the one in the kitchen but just a different swatch if you guys do want to use it. I think it's really fun. It's got fish on it, which is kind of a bit weird, but they're artsy. They've got some easels in their apartment as well. They've got like a whole room which is just for, I was kind of imagining they'd have like meetings there with like their gamer friends and the people who they like edit their videos with. So that was the vibe. I did make this corner into kind of like an artsy corner. I didn't really want the entire apartment just to be about gaming, so we do have some artsy stuff as well. I kind of felt like maybe their friends come over and they enjoy painting, and they just kind of got everything going for them. I mean, who wouldn't want to live here? How gorgeous is this apartment? But I really like the colour scheme. That's probably my favourite part about this, and I don't usually build with a lot of colour. I do build the bedrooms with a lot of colour, but not really the main living spaces. They're usually quite mundane, they're quite simplistic, and very like, they're shades rather than like pops of colour. So I really enjoyed having a lot of pops of colour, and I really hope you guys like it. But I don't really know what else to say, I just really enjoyed it, which I guess is like the main thing when building, is to enjoy what you're creating. But it was a lot of fun. So moving swiftly on, we're now going to be moving on to the main area where they do their creating, which is like, you know, the main desks. They've got like an area where they do their editing, and they've kind of got like this really cool funky like bar stooled section. I did make them different colours because I thought it was quite funky, and I just really like this room. I don't know why, it's just a room that I wouldn't usually put in an apartment, I suppose. Usually I'm trying to fit in a lot of children's stuff, but it was quite nice for a change to not include anything that was kid friendly. Not kid friendly, that's the wrong term, but just, you know, nothing that was childlike, should we say. So I did include a lot of tech stuff, and we do have a big open space for everyone to sit and kind of, you know, brainstorm their ideas for the next video and just kind of, you know, work stuff out together. And I just think it's really cute. I just really like this room, so I hope you guys like it as well. I did try to include as much clutter as possible without going overboard, because I didn't want it to feel too cluttered in here, because I did like that it felt very like, I know that sounds weird, but it felt like an apartment, you know, like classic apartment, like a bit like industrialized a little bit, I suppose. I like that sort of vibe, and I don't usually get to build like that because I do a lot of family apartments, which are my favourite, but it is quite nice for a change to kind of, you know, switch up the style a little. So I hope you guys like it. I did include some artwork as well. Of course, like I said, we do have an artist. I don't know whether it's the girl who lives here who's the artist, maybe one of their friends who's like, you know, works as a part of their team. And I did include a neon mirror, because who doesn't love a neon mirror with this glow around the outside? I just think it's really pretty. I did also include some stuff on the tables as if they were like, you know, using it for artwork and creating ideas, and I just really like the space, so I hope you guys like it too. I don't think it's up on my gallery yet, but it will be up on Monday next week / some point next week. I am currently not at my computer while you're listening to this. I am at home with my parents and my gorgeous ginger cat, probably crocheting while you're listening to this, to be honest. I have like my separate hobbies in different places, otherwise I just get too overwhelmed. So my like online hobbies with my fiance, you know, our place, and then my like in-person hobbies like crochet and, you know, stuff that I actually create physically, I leave at my parents' house because I do go there on the weekends to see them, and I love crocheting, but if I had it with me all the time I probably wouldn't stop. So yeah, it would be really hard to create content because I can't really stop myself from crocheting, and yeah, I'm just a bit obsessed with it. But anyway, moving on, we're now working on the laundry area. I did include a laundry room because it just kind of felt like it needed something. It is quite an open space, so you could turn it into anything really, but I just thought it was really pretty, and the neon with the like the mint and the yellow, it just looked really nice, and I really like it, so I do hope you guys like it as well. My recording has just crashed, so I'm just going to keep talking. I can't physically see what you're looking at right now because it's just not working, but I'm just going to talk about it anyway. We do have 2 bedrooms. We've got a pink and a purple one, and like I said, there are 2 girls living here, so it is very girly and pink and very bright, and I just think they're very colourful people, to be honest. I think that they just like a lot of colour, they've got a lot of personality about them, and I just think that they really enjoy living in this space together. I kind of feel like they're quite young. Maybe they're like just 18, they're not like, you know, older adults, maybe they're in university or something, I'm not too sure, but that was sort of the vibe that I was getting off them. And my current Sims in my legacy gameplay are the same way. I do have 2 cousins living together, and one has just turned to a young adult and one's still a teenager, but they do run their own tattooing business, and I just think it's really fun. So that was sort of the vibe for this. But with that being said, I am going to end the voiceover by here today, guys, because I am running very, very late, and I don't know how I got this much done today. I'm doing this all yesterday while you're listening to this, and I've done a lot of content today, so I'm just glad that I'm able to get this out to you guys. Hopefully you're being well. So like always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, share it with a friend, turn on the notification bell, and I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Thanks for watching. Bye lovelies.
I know that you're trying to fix me, but I don't wanna be like you. If you wanna take it back to the 50s, maybe I'm not the guy for you. You're dying not to work, but work until you die, you know that's true. affects me too. So you can keep your suit and your tie, gotta hope that it strangles you. Yeah, I do. You buy shit you don't need to impress the ones you hate, that's so fucked up. Cause everything you own just ends up owning you. So, dear society, you fucking suck. Say no, I'm not like you, I don't think that you get it. You should go and get out, I'll make you regret it. Someone like you should worry about, maybe it's you who's upside down. And I'm not like you, I don't think that you get it. Ooh. Outside of this box,